Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town. And tonight you're going to see why we are the best town around as we celebrate the opening of what we call Cypress 2. We are at the old Bowtie pool site in Port Reading, just off Port Reading, kind of to the side of Diorsi's Bakery. Everybody knows where that is. There used to be a pool on this site. No longer. There's still a soccer field on this site. And we turned this into two beautiful street hockey courts and a wonderful playground. It's called Cypress 2 because on the other side of Port Reading Avenue, just under the bridge, is Cypress 1. That is property we received for free from the Hess Corporation many, many years ago. We did a lot for them as they were selling different things, their refineries, the building, the gas station, the terminals. We worked with them very well, and we said at one point, hey, we did a lot for you. How about giving us that? They did. So we turned that into a spot for cheerleading and wrestling. Those two groups always had a drag mats all through gyms and up and down stairs. They never had their own home. Now they do. It's a home for Our House, which handles special needs adults. It's got Max Cafe, which is for kids in the RISE program between 18 and 21, are servers and cooks and dishwashers and all that. It's a wonderful program. There is a turf baseball / soccer / softball field. There's a track. There's a couple of pickleball courts, volleyball courts. It's wonderful. Cypress 1 was a great project, and now we turned our attention to this, and this is a beautiful, beautiful project also. So there's a whole lot of people to thank. There's a lot of people to speak, but I want to first turn it over to Councilman Brian Small, who was one of the founding fathers of the PBA Street Hockey League, PBA 38. Woodbridge Township police officers. Brian is a former police officer, became a councilman about 10 or so years ago. And him and some people I'm going to introduce in a few minutes, some other police officers, were behind this. It was a small rink over in Boynton Park. The league was formed. It was probably hundreds and hundreds of kids that played soccer in that site. But it was getting old and was hard to maintain, so Brian came to us and we worked on a plan, and when this lane became available, we said, let's put hockey rinks here. They're absolutely gorgeous. Let me ask Councilman Small now to say a few words about this wonderful facility.
Thank you, Mayor. Back in 1997, a bunch of us got together and wanted to do some kind of sports for our youth in the town. And we wanted to see the youth of the community. We wanted to see police officers in a different way. So we decided to put together street hockey. I could see in the audience here is one of the former PBA presidents, Dean Janowski Sr., who was instrumental in starting the league, who worked on the courts all the time and coached for many, many years. So I want to recognize Dean. So this is our 27th season. I can't thank everybody that's been a part of this enough. I could go on for hours and hours, but I know these kids want to play. But I want to thank, of course, the mayor, the administration, our rec director, Brian Molnar, our past rec directors, John Eberhard, who helped us start this, Vito Samaluka, the designer of this beautiful facility, Chris Costi, Pat McSherry. A lot of time, a lot of effort went into this. And as you can see, it's a state-of-the-art, beautiful facility that these kids deserve the best and are going to get the best. And again, I just want to thank everybody who's coached here, played here. There's probably about 40 police officers on the job today that played in this league. And I'd like to think that we had a little part of drawing them over here. So I want to thank everybody again and wish everybody the best of luck. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman Brian Small. Brian's an at-large councilman, which means he covers the whole town like me, but you are in the 3rd Ward, which covers Avenel and Port Reading. Your councilman is to my left, Mr. Corey Spiller. I'd like to ask him to say a few words now.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. Thank you, Mayor. First I want to thank Councilman Small, Brian, and Mayor. Long before I got in 2015, this was a vision. And for a lot of people, they drive by, it's beautiful. You think, oh, that's great what they did. They don't know how many moving parts it took to get us here today. Between Conrail, relocating the switch, relocating all the utilities that went into doing this. It's been a long process, and the fruits of the labor are just outstanding. This is absolutely beautiful. Next door across the street is absolutely phenomenal. For anybody that had a kid, including myself, that played soccer over there in the last few years, you're like, wow, you know, the soccer field just doesn't fit here. And now to see how it just everything just flows in, it's just phenomenal. I want to thank everyone that was involved in making this happen today. Thank you very much. Here's to a great season.
All right, Brian beat me to the punch mentioning Dean Janowski Sr., who was the former PBA Local 38 president. The current president is actually Dean Janowski Jr. We're also joined by Officer Billy Petrovi, detective, I should say. Let me ask Dean Sr. if you'd like to come up and say a few words as one of the founding fathers of the PBA Street Hockey League, and what you think now when you see this beautiful facility.
Thanks, Mayor. Welcoming everybody here. This is an absolute incredible facility that's now created behind us. And who would have thought back in 96, 97 when we were putting it together that we would be seeing something like this? This is state of the art. And I'm so proud of our township for creating something like this for our kids, which is what it was all about from day one. And I wish them all a great season. I don't want to tell them how many hours were put into building the old one, but it was a lot. It was rebuilt 3 times, and now we're into number 4. And I wish everybody a great season, safe, right? And everybody do what you're told to do by your coaches. Have a good season. Mayor, again, thank you for the facility.
Thank you, Dean Janowski Sr. Dean Jr., Billy, anybody want to say a few words? Dean, you want to come up as the current president?
Sure.
You're the guy responsible for keeping the commitment going, so.
Thank you, Mayor. Showing my age a little bit, I played in the inaugural season of this a long time ago, and I've been a cop almost 20 years now. So, kids, have fun with this. Not every town gets something like this. I have to thank the mayor, obviously, Brian Molnar, obviously Brian Small, who's been involved with this since, its inception. Corey Spiller, my father, Dean Janowski Sr., who was also involved in its inception. We'll keep this going as long as the kids want to come play hockey. I got to watch the Rangers win in double overtime last night. Go Rangers. Sorry for you Devil fans. But, I don't know if I would have had the interest in hockey that I do today had I not played in this league when I was younger. So again, thank you to the mayor and everybody that made this possible. There's too many names to list. And kids, have fun.
Thank you, Dean. Brian Molnar was mentioned by a couple of people. He's our current Director of Recreation, a Port Reading native. I'm going to ask him now to say a few words. He had a lot to do with this project as the guy who is currently in charge of the rec department with a whole lot of different moving parts, as somebody has said before. So, Brian, can you say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to thank the mayor, the administration, and the council for your vision. A couple of years ago, Cypress 1 was recognized by the New Jersey Recreation and Parks Association as the best new design in the whole state. And hopefully we're going to retain that title with Cypress 2. Thanks to CME for everything that they done, Chris, everything that you done. It's just another opportunity for Woodbridge residents to get out of the house, be with your family, and come here and be active. So best of luck to everybody. Thank you.
Brian mentioned CME. I want to thank you guys. They were the engineers on this project. They do a lot of work for us, all of our roads and everything in town. So thank you, CME Associates. A couple of people mentioned Chris Costi. For the last 10 years, he's been our Director of Special Projects. I think when he's heading into retirement, but I'm sure if you ask Chris what's the favorite project he worked on in his 10 years here, it was Cypress 1 and now Cypress 2. As Brian said, Cypress 1 won awards. I can't imagine this project not winning an award. He's done a terrific job. I'd like to ask Chris now to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. I can tell you that I'm truly humbled and thankful for you giving me the opportunity 10 years ago to come here and spearhead your vision through the pilot programs to be able to do all this work on all our high school fields, this field, Cypress, many other projects. And it's been a joy, it's been a pleasure, and my honor to have something that I could leave back as a legacy. I'm a lifelong resident here, and to know that I had my finger on the pulse of some of these projects is quite a wonderful thought for me going forward. And hopefully I'll be bringing my grandchildren here soon. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, this is your legacy, but this can't fit in your den. But what can fit in your den is a Mayor's Award for Excellence in Community Service to Chris Costi, Woodbridge Township Project Construction Manager, for the fantastic job that he's done, and I'll read a little bit of it. This is some of the things he's done. Installation management of artificial turf athletic fields at Township School District facilities. Construction management of Cypress 1 and Cypress 2. And Our House Special Needs Educational Training Center. Construction renovation at 86 Green Street for the Woodbridge History Museum. Oversight renovation of the theater at Woodbridge Middle School. Conversion of the former Hungarian Club into the Acacia Youth Center. Seawarren Library renovations, and numerous other township projects and construction initiatives. So many things in this town happened in the last 10 years because Chris was involved running the projects. He had a long history of construction management. And when we were the same age, when Chris and I were your age, we played Golden Knight football together. We didn't have hockey leagues back then, but we played Golden Knight football together in Island for the St. Cecilia's Golden Knights. Now, here we are both, in charge of stuff in the town. It's really cool. So you never know what's going to happen, boys and girls. So I'd like to present this now to Chris Costi and thank him for 10 years of great service to Woodbridge Township. I also want to mention former Councilman Jim Major, who works for us part-time, who's Chris's assistant project manager. And now, do we want to hear from any of the guys and girls that are in this league? Anybody want to say anything? Anybody brave enough to come here? You raise your hand first. Turn around, face the camera, tell me what it's like to have this great facility.
Well, I'm really excited to play here against this team, against a lot of teams.
What position do you play?
They choose for us.
What's that?
They give us it.
Oh, they give you the positions? All right, who's your favorite team in real life? Now you got to be careful.
Probably the.
Well, let me take a vote.
I don't know.
Let's take a vote. Who likes the Rangers? Who likes the Devils? Whoa, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Anybody else want to? Yeah, who's in the playoffs? Who's in the? Anybody else? Good. You want to say something? No. Anybody? Come here. Come on. Turn around. You got a good picture there. Turn around and say what do you want. I'll hold it. What do you want to say? Nice and loud.
I love this team.
You love this team. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, come here. You come on up. This will be the last one. You're the goalie. That's the hardest job in sports. You watch Stanley Cup playoffs now, the hardest job in sports. Go ahead. Turn around and say it.
Let's have some fun in hockey.
All right. Who wants to tell me about the coaches and the managers and thank them for the great job they do coming out here? You, come here. Come on up.
Come on.
Make way, make way. Hey, if you got to body check somebody, get him out of the way. Go ahead.
You don't do that.
No, we don't do that, boys and girls. I'm sorry, coaches. Turn around. Face the camera.
I just want to say that every coach and everybody who's worked on this has done an amazing job at making this great place for everyone to play at.
All right. Very good. We have to finish with that. That's a good one. All right, we're going to cut the ribbon now on the court, and then we're going to go over and get the kids on the playground and cut a ribbon there. Okay, guys, get back to your games and your practices. Thanks very much. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay! Three, 2, 1. All right. Good job, guys. A new playground dedicated right next to the 2 new street hockey courts. What a great complex. And the bow-tie soccer field and restrooms to come and storage and parking and right around the corner from Dorsey's Bakery. How can you go wrong? Thanks for watching.